Well, everyone, today on Amazing Dinosaur Toys, we're going to be unboxing all 6 of these brand new Jurassic World Rebirth Dino toys, and they are awesome. Wow, join us on Amazing Dinosaurs as we unbox these 3 brand new Jurassic World Rebirth Legacy sets. We have the Velociraptor Trilogy set from Jurassic Park, The Lost World Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park 3, that's from Target. We have the Trex and Chomp Distortus Rex. So you got a remote control Distortus Rex and the remote control vehicle. Distortus Rex has light up eyes, a roar, and it chases the vehicle. Then we have the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Reimagined. Giganotosaurus vs. Therizinosaurus. This is a real feel Giganotosaurus with rubber skin. Awesome Therizinosaurus. Keep watching. Wow, everyone, welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs. I found a brand new Jurassic World Rebirth toy at Walmart. This is awesome. It's the Trex and Chomp Distortus Rex. It's King Kong versus T-Rex. Oh, he can't even take him down. It's a remote control Distortus Rex that chases a vehicle. I thought it was a knockoff at first because of the way it looked, but it's a definite Mattel toy. Awesome roar. There's 3 different ways to play. You could roam with the Distortus Rex, you could chase the car with the Distortus Rex, or you could control the car and escape from the Distortus Rex. That is sweet. Check out the back. So there's a good look at the back of it. You can see the eyes of the Distortus light up. So you can see there the Distortus is ripping the roof off the vehicle. I'm not sure if it does that or not, but it does take a lot of batteries. 5 AA's, 5 AAA's. So keep that in mind. Bunch of parts you gotta put together. It looks funny, the Distortus Rex has no tail or arms. Mode 1, where you control the dino and the car doesn't move. And then you can chomp down on the car. And sometimes you'll rip the road off. This is mode 2, where you control the dino and the car runs away from you. So now the car is driving itself. You can see it's automatically turning, trying to get to the car. This is mode 3, where you control the car and the dino chases it. Oh, see, it's trying to rip his roof off. Cool. Now it automatically backs up. It's trying to turn. It turns slowly. Okay, so this is a seriously fun remote control vehicle set. First of all, let's check out the D-Rex. You have roar. The eyes light up. So the eyes light up. It's hard to tell with my lighting. And then you have a chomp button where you can have it chomp down stuff. You have a button, if you push it, it goes on Rampage. Check this out. See, it just ripped the roof right off of the vehicle. Then let's take a closer look at the walking action. I love it. So as you can see, is it going forward, backwards, and then we have turning too, so it makes it look almost like it's like shaking its tail in happiness. But anyways, let's go ahead and turn this thing. It does turn slowly, but it definitely turns. So. How cool is that? Then the vehicle has a sensor right here, which the dino will follow. There's a sensor on the dino, so they could both tell where the vehicle is. Here's the different modes. I'll show you the better idea of them later, but here's a quick look at them. Here is mode 1, where you control the dino. So there I can have it like kicking the vehicle around like a soccer ball. So here's mode 2, where you control the dino. The vehicle tries to get away from you and you chase it down. And then mode 3, where you control the vehicle and the dino chases it. Chasing it right now. And it charges in and it goes to rip the roof right off the vehicle by itself. See that? It keeps charging, trying to rip the roof off the vehicle. It'll be better, but right now it keeps charging at the vehicle, trying to rip its roof off. There we go. Rip this roof right off. How cool is that? You could also have it charge and lower its head at the same time. Football player. So here it is size-wise compared to the roaring, shaking D-Rex that first came out. So they are about the same size. And then let's go ahead and take a better look at it. So you got the big arms that have wheels. So it rolls on all kinds of surfaces. Even on this grass surface I have here, it moves really good. Again, it's got the little arms, the shaking head, the light up eyes, really cool looking teeth and mouth. Here you can see the joints in the legs where it does run. So I mean, it gives a very realistic running action. I mean, I've never seen a remote dino like that. That is so cool. It's T-Rex, first T-Rex, and he takes him down. And now it's time to chomp down. It's King Kong, first T-Rex. Oh, and he took him down, and he chomped down on him. It's King Kong first. T-Rex. Oh, he can't even take him down. It's T-Rex first. Spinosaurus. And he took him down. It's T-Rex first. T-Rex. Oh, and he body slams into the ground, and then he chomps down. Welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. I found an awesome new toy. This is a real feel new dino set from Mattel. It's a Jurassic World Legacy Collection Giganotosaurus vs. Therizinosaurus. This is the new Reimagined series from Mattel. Giganotosaurus vs. King Kong. Tyrannosaurus vs. King Kong! I will slash you open! No, you don't! Are awesome. Go ahead and take a look. First of all, the Giganotosaurus is rubber. It's got the real feel like you did on the old Hasbro dinos from Jurassic Park. It'll eat figures. It has a slot in the belly. You can pull the figures out just like the Jurassic Park one. You got a Therizinosaurus with slashing action, brand new coloring, really cool looking. And if you check out the back, it looks awesome because you have to look at it vertically or up and down because it's a huge picture there. The Giganotosaurus fighting the Therizinosaurus. It says roaring sounds, posable tail, real feel, and there goes my dino falling off the table, but whatever. So it's really cool, and the thing I noticed, it's made in China. So with the new exports taxes Trump has added, this toy might double in price. So if you're interested, go buy it now. Okay, let's go ahead and free them from the packaging. Here they are out of the box, and they are totally awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Giganotosaurus first because it's the coolest. Okay, so the part I like the most, they're trying to recreate some of the older dinos from Jurassic Park. So this is the rubber real feel kind. The whole body is rubber except for the legs, arms, and head. And the tail also, so that is really cool. You could flex it into different positions. It has an awesome roar. That's one. Okay, and then just like the Jurassic Park ones, these will swallow full-size action figures here. So they'll swallow it. It'll go down, right down their throat there. And then there's an actual slit in the stomach. So you go ahead, open it up, and pull the character right out of the slit. It almost looks like he cut the dino's stomach open and he's escaping. Okay, so the coloring is awesome. The positions, I've been trying to get it to stand in some. Okay, there we go. So there is like a charging position, which is really cool. Another thing I like, the arms do move. You can put them out into different positions, where the Jurassic Park ones, what they're trying to imitate, you couldn't do that with them. So that makes it cooler. You could put in lots of different positions. The teeth are awesome. You have two rows of teeth, the big row on the outside, then a little row on the inside. I've never seen Mattel do that before, so it's a lot more realistic. The teeth are made out of rubber and they feel really cool, like an olive, darker green, gray coloring, orange eyes. Like I said, the whole thing is rubber, so it feels awesome. You can see, I mean, this is all rubber here. It is awesome. You got some red on the throat there. So there we have it. So size-wise comparison, there it is with the Hammond Collection Giganotosaurus, which was one of it used to be the biggest Hammond Collection figure. I think the Spinosaurus behind there that just came out is actually a little bit bigger. I'll show you that in a minute. But anyways, there we have our Giganotosaurus, and she is awesome. So the fat guy's just skipping through the forest having the day of his life when all of a sudden he gets swallowed by the Giganotosaurus, which chomps him right down into his belly, and then it goes ahead and poops him out. One thing I did forget, with these new reimagined ones from Mattel, they're trying to imitate the Jurassic Park dinos. This is a Chaos Theory Jurassic Park dino that Hasbro made. It's really cool looking. But with these ones too, you had them eat full-size action figures, and then they had the slot at the stomach, which you take the action figures right out of the slot in the stomach. So they're trying to imitate the Jurassic Park ones. Okay, then we have our awesome new Therizinosaurus with slashing action. This is really cool. You could have the claws like slash like that up and down, or you could actually turn the claws outward and have him slash like that there. So it's like, looks like a cat fight. So anyways, with this one, you got 360-degree movement on the neck. And then you also have 360-degree movement on the head itself. So you could have it spin around like the Exorcist. Okay, so anyways, so they did a really great job with the paint. I mean, the teeth, everything on this one. It's got like feathers on the jaw, on the arms, on the tail there. Different attack positions. You could have it come in all the way down low. You could have it in the mid-range there. Just gotta adjust the feet a little bit, and then you could have it all the way up where I like it. I mean, just standing up and attacking. Full movement on the arms also. You could move the arms out and twist them at the elbow. The feet also do twist. So it is a really cool looking Therizinosaurus. I will also give you guys the scan codes at the end of this video. So it's Therizinosaurus versus Giganotosaurus. I will slash you open. And down he goes. That's the end of our Therizinosaurus. Okay, I did say I would let you check out the brand new Jurassic World Hammond collection, Spinosaurus. It's huge. If you ask me, it's actually bigger than the Giganotosaurus, which you see over there. And it's in my custom Jurassic Park gates, which are huge. The doors do open, the lights on the side light up. I did a full review of that. I had that custom made. That'll actually fit super colossal T-Rex or any of the super colossal dinos. It's T-Rex versus Giganotosaurus. Who will be our victor? Oops. I guess battle's over. Indominus Rex versus Therizinosaurus. Oh, and down he goes. Battle is over. I did forget to do the size comparison. Here is the Thrasher Therizinosaurus we had before. They had like the roaring, chomping action, and then the side to side, like attacking. This guy's like, and took him down. Time to add it to our Jurassic World Fun app. Hit the scan button, scan off the pictures I included for you. And there we have our awesome Giganotosaurus. Check that girl out. She is awesome. Let's go ahead and see. There we go. Ah, she got blocked by the tree. Okay, let's go. There we go. The tree is there. Okay, time to move on. Let's go ahead and get our Therizinosaurus. Scan off the picture I included for you guys. And there we have her. Awesome Therizinosaurus. Check her out. I love it. She sounds like a girl screaming. Oh man. Oh, cool. If you've been following my videos, guys, you have a ton. I believe 34 of the Jurassic World Dominion dinosaurs that I included the scan codes for you guys. So if you're missing any, check out my earlier videos. It's Raptor's first Distortus Rex. Oh, he's charging! He took 2 of them down. Oh, there goes the third one. Hello everyone, welcome to Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube. Today we have a brand new Velociraptor Trilogy set from Mattel. I bought this at Target as a Velociraptor from Jurassic Park, a Velociraptor from the Lost World Jurassic Park, and a Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 3. Cool. Let's check out the back of it. So each one has a different attack. This one has a slash attack. So it has a strike attack and a chomp attack. Cool. Let's open it up. Okay, let's free them from the page. And there's also 3 backgrounds here. Jurassic Park. This is the visitor center in Jurassic Park and a gray jungle. Let's free them. First one is the Jurassic Park Velociraptor. He has side to side like attacking action from both sides. He's got like a spring. He pops back. He's like, I'm gonna get you. So he's like brown and like gray, bright green eyes, adjustable arms, and he's a cool looking Velociraptor. I'll also have the scan codes for all of these at the end. Then we have the Lost World Jurassic Park or Jurassic Park 2 Velociraptor. This is a cool orange colored Velociraptor, but his attack really stinks. It's like but he is a cool color. He is orange with like brown like tiger stripes on him, adjustable head, face, and arms. Although if you put his arms out like that, when you move it, it's like oh, that's not gonna work. So anyways, there we have our awesome Jurassic Park 2 Velociraptor. Okay, then in my opinion, the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor is the coolest. He's got like some tribal markings up here. He's got a mohawk. He's got like a stripe along his body there. Again, the arms are adjustable to different attack positions. And he has the coolest attack. So his is biting action. Or like a head bobbing action, like he's a rock and roll concert. He's like, roar, go for it, roar. Okay, so there we have our awesome Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 3. It's Raptor's first King Kong! Velociraptor first call! It's the Lost World Raptor first call! It's the Jurassic Part 3 Raptor first call! Not much of a challenge! It's Raptor's first Distortus Rex! Oh, he's charging! Ah! He took 2 of them down. Oh, there goes the third one. Now he's gonna kick them around like soccer balls. Now he's dragging them away to eat them one by one. First Velociraptor. There's a little guy there, kind of hard to see. Okay, let's go ahead and scan the next one. And there we have our next Velociraptor. He's orange and he's aggressive. And let's scan in our last Velociraptor. Ooh, that one's actually attacking us. You get a better view from this angle. Oh man, cool. And if you've been following my videos, you have well over 30 Jurassic World Rebirth Dinosaur toys to check out. If you're missing any, check out my earlier videos.
to Amazing Dinosaurs. Today I'm showing you a collection of my biggest Camp Cretaceous and Jurassic World dinosaur figures. Let's get started with these brand new ones that I just bought. Let's start with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Alright, so here's the Tyrannosaurus Rex with battle damage. That is pretty cool that it flips open and close so easily. The rest of this T-Rex has a brown body with black detailing on the top, and the neck and head is fully posable too. Next up, we've got the Camp Cretaceous Mosasaurus. Let's open it up and check it out. Alright, so here is the fully assembled giant Mosasaurus. It's got an opening jaw, and all the tails are adjustable. Top of its body is a dark blue-purple color, and its underbelly is a gray color. Check out those blue eyes too. Next up, we've got the giant Giganotosaurus. Check out the spikes on this dinosaur right at the top. That is a massive spine. This dinosaur has some huge teeth, and like many of the super colossal figures, you can actually feed it small dinosaurs and then empty it out in the stomach compartment. Over here on the other side, we've got another super colossal dinosaur. This is the T-Rex. This has a darker body than most of my T-Rex figures. It still has the white underbelly, and just like the Giganotosaurus, you can open it up, feed it miniature dinosaurs all the way down, and open it up in the stomach compartment. Next up, we've got a giant Brachiosaurus, and it's pretty detailed, even though it's a huge dinosaur figure. You can adjust all the legs, to move the neck up and down. So it's a pretty cool figure, and it's ginormous, probably stands about 3 feet tall. Next up, another huge dinosaur is the Apatosaurus. Check out this green body with the lighter green striping on the top. Can open and close the mouth and rotate the head too. Next up, we've got a huge T-Rex that's over a foot long from tail to the head. This T-Rex has a dark brown body, a yellow underbelly, and gray detailing all over the top of its body, plus an action button for roaring. Right over here, we've got another T-Rex with camouflage custom coloring. This dinosaur looks really cool. I love the coloring on this. And with the tail, you can control the face and roaring too. Right over here, we've got an Indominus Rex with battle damage. Let's check that out. That is really cool. Again, I really like how you can flip that on and off super easily. The rest of this dinosaur is all gray, super textured and bumpy all over its body, and it has an action button to operate the jaw. Next up, we've got an evil looking Scorpius Rex. It's got the quills on its tail, spring loaded so you can flick the tail back and forth. It's got those huge claws on its feet too. This is one mean looking dinosaur. Right up top here, we've got another Mosasaurus. So we've got twin Mosasauruses in my collection now. You can see that it's speckled white all along its back with the dark blue and the gray underbelly as well. And the tail moves too. Here is a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a darker body, just like the super colossal one that we saw earlier. The head on this T-Rex is ginormous too, a lot bigger than the other T-Rexes that I have. Over here, we've got a custom colored Indominus Rex. This one's got blue, it's got purple, it's got orange, and it's got black. And it's got some green eyes too. And just like many of the other Indominus Rex figures, this has a slashing action and a roar button too. We got a ton of T-Rexes in here. Check out this gray-brown one that is fully adjustable and fully posable. We've also got some more battle damage T-Rexes. All those teeth fully posable and fully adjustable legs, arms, and tail. Up front here, we've got another T-Rex, but with different coloring. This is like a brown-orange color and a darker brown on top. Once again, this T-Rex is also fully adjustable, can pose the neck, and it's got a button at the top of its head to control the jaw. Here is another orange-brown Tyrannosaurus Rex, but as you probably already noticed, this one has battle damage all over it, and it doesn't have the little button to click it back and forth. It's just painted on its body. Here is a normal colored Indominus Rex without the battle damage. This Indominus Rex has a gray body. It's a little bit darker on the top. It's got those spikes right around the head, and then it's got darker coloring right around its eyes too. Here is another Mosasaurus. This one has different coloring than the other ones that we've seen in this collection so far. It's a lighter blue coloring on the sides. Still got the dark gray top. No white speckles on this one though. And just like the other Mosasauruses, it has a movable jaw, can adjust the fins, but on this one, the tail actually doesn't move at all. Next up, another T-Rex. Light brown coloring on the side, darker brown on the top, and a yellow underbelly. And this T-Rex has the tail that also controls the head. Here is our first Spinosaurus of this collection. This Spinosaurus is light tan on the side, the movable tail, legs, ankles, arms, neck, and the jaw as well. Over on this side, we've got a big old Carnotaurus. It's got a gray underbelly and clay red sides and a darker brown top. Look at all those bumps and spikes along its body. And the two horns up top too. Here we've got a T-Rex, but this one is crazy custom colored. Look at the bright red on this body. You wouldn't see this coloring out in the wild, but it sure makes for an awesome collectible. Here is a big old Stegosaurus with gray-blue coloring on the sides and a darker gray along the top with a pink underbelly. And this dinosaur, like all the others, is super textured. You can see it's got super bumpy skin everywhere. Here is an Allosaurus with a dark green body and gray and red detailing right along its neck. See that set of teeth too, and those red eyes. That's really cool. Depending on how much you slide this open, it'll either growl or it'll roar full on. This is another Allosaurus, but with totally different features. This has a tan body with blue on the top and a brighter blue right along the head. And it's got two action buttons. That one controls the jaw and the other controls the arms. Look at that blue tongue too. How unusual. Right in the back here, we've got a tan dinosaur. This is a Giganotosaurus. It's got the brown and yellow detailing with the bumps right along its spine all the way to its tail. This Giganotosaurus also has quite a set of teeth too. Here is a dark red dinosaur with a white underbelly. This is a Carnotaurus, and this dinosaur has a chomping action. Check out those two iconic horns right at the top of the head too. This big old dinosaur is a Suchomimus. It's got a blue body with a darker blue legs and a yellow top. Look at that, that goes all the way down the spine to the tail. Plus, this Suchomimus has a chomping action. Look at those huge rows of teeth too. And that red tongue. Up next, we've got a big old Stegosaurus again, but with different coloring. This is a dark green along the sides. It's got tan and brown that leads to the underbelly. And this Stegosaurus has a swinging action for its tail. Let's check that out. That's pretty cool. This is a little bit smaller, but it's still a pretty big dinosaur. It's a Ceratosaurus with dark green coloring, and it's got the slide action for different sound effects. That is really cool. Oh, you know what? Back here is another Ceratosaurus. This one though is gray with brown spots and red right on the top and a super bright red face. Let's see what this dinosaur can do. This big old super bright dinosaur is a Metriacanthosaurus. It's even got some bright yellow orange right on the top of its head. This gray dinosaur is an Allosaurus. It's got that yellow detailing from the tail all the way to the top of the head. Look at those interesting things right above its eyes. It's kind of like eyebrows in a way. And our last dinosaur is the good old Albertosaurus with battle damage. You can see it's got the slash on its leg, and it's also got a squishy stomach, ribs that you can pull down, and then skin that covers it all. Dinosaurs to open up. Let's start with the Albertosaurus. All right, so this is a medium-sized dinosaur. As you can see, it is a mostly green dinosaur, but it has those red striping on its side from the head all the way to its stomach on both sides. And there's an action button on the tail. If you press the button, it chomps the jaw. Plus, if you twist the tail, it moves its head back and forth like that. I have a few other Albertosauruses. Some of them even have battle damage on the side. This one does not, so this is just the normal primal attack Albertosaurus. Next up, we've got a feeding frenzy Indominus Rex. Let's open it up. All right, here is the feeding frenzy Indominus Rex. Let's check it out. So it has the same coloring as the huge one that we just saw, and it has this huge face and jaw too. This dinosaur comes with tons of sound effects, and it comes with this piece of meat. Let's see what happens when you feed it. So it's making some growling noises, and when it hits the trigger in there, its eyes start glowing too. That is pretty cool. And I love how big the teeth are on this dinosaur as well. Just look at that. Those are so huge. Right up top here, we've got another Indominus Rex. This one is still huge, not quite as huge as the super colossal one that we just opened up. And as you can see, it's colored kind of the same. It has some dark gray on the top and a lighter gray on the sides. It's got those orange eyes. And this dinosaur has two action buttons on it. First, you've got the tail button that activates the jaw. And then you've got a button on its back that activates the slashing action. All in all, this is a really cool Indominus Rex figure. Up next, we've got a giant Spinosaurus with dark green coloring on the sides. And on its spine, there's red, white, and a little bit of green at the bottom. Plus, this Spinosaurus is fully adjustable with the neck, the arms, the legs, and the tail. And of course, you can press the button on the top of its head to open its jaw. This is a super awesome figure and huge. Right up here, we've got a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I believe that this one was custom colored. So you won't really see coloring like this on other T-Rexes that you can get. But look how cool it is. It's bright red, black on the top, and then the orange on the sides. It almost looks like the T-Rex is on fire. That is so awesome. Back here, we've got another T-Rex. This one is normal color. It's got brown on the sides, a darker brown on the top, and the tan belly. Plus, this dinosaur has a few action buttons as well. You can move the tail, and it moves its head around, which I really like. It's super realistic. And there's even a button on the tail that you can press to open its jaw. Back here, we've got another T-Rex, but this one is battle damage. Look at that right on the side. And pressing the button, you can turn it on and off. That is super awesome. And this T-Rex is fully adjustable with the legs, tail, neck, and the jaw as well. Back here, we've actually got another battle damage T-Rex, but this one is a bit different than the other one. Instead of having the thing on its side right here, you can see that there's a bunch of slashes all over its body, on the tail, on its legs, on its belly, and even on its face. And just like the other T-Rexes, this is fully adjustable. You can move the tail, the legs, the arms, the neck, and this one has a button at the top to make it roar. Here is another giant Spinosaurus with different coloring than the last one we saw. This one is mostly brown with the red detailing. You can see along its face it's got that bright red coloring as well as along its spine. And even on the top you can see that there's a lighter tan and then a dark brown color right along the top. That is super cool. Fully adjustable, and it has the button on the head that you can use to open its jaw. Up next, we've got the mighty Giganotosaurus. This dinosaur is a mostly tan yellow coloring, but you can see that there's orange and brown striping all the way up to its head. And this dinosaur has an action button as well. With the button on its back, you can do the chomping action. Here is the Tarbosaurus. This dinosaur has totally different coloring. It is a dark gray color with black stripes all along its body. It's got those spikes all along its spine, and right on its chin and on its neck is a bright red color. This dinosaur is fully adjustable with its arms, legs, tail. The tail actually controls the head, and the button on the tail controls the jaw as well. Here's another fierce predator. This is an Allosaurus. It's a dark green color with red and white speckles on its neck and face. And it is fully adjustable, and it's got this slide action. That is super awesome. Right over here, we've got the great Metriacanthosaurus, or I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a yellow-green color on the sides. It's got the green coloring on top with the action button that controls its jaw. And it is fully adjustable in the legs and arms as well. Right over here, we've actually got a few Baryonyxes with totally different coloring. This first one, gray coloring with blue and a bright blue on the top, and it has a slide action for its roars. This second Baryonyx is brown colored, and it has blue detailing on the top and a bright orange top of the head. And the action button on this dinosaur activates the jaw. All right, here's another massive predator. This is a Carnotaurus. This dinosaur can be controlled by its tail. When you move its tail, it moves its head around. There's also a button on the tail to activate the jaw. And I love the coloring on this. This is like a dark brown red color with speckles of like a gray color as well. So it's quite detailed and fully adjustable as usual too. Right over here, we've got a super long-nosed dinosaur. This is the Sarcophagus. This is a clay red color on the top. Look at all those spikes along the top of its body. And along the bottom is a dark green color. But I love the detail of all those spikes along its back. That really gives it a strong texture. That's really cool. And the tail, of course, controls the head, so you can move the head around. Right back here, we've got a winged dinosaur. I'm sure you recognize this from the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. This is the Quetzalcoatlus, and it has two action buttons. The first on the top flaps its wings, and there's actually one on the bottom that controls the mouth. Oh, here's a dinosaur you don't see too much of. This is a Ceratosaurus. This dinosaur is gray with splotches of dark brown And of course, the red back and the super bright red face with the white horn on the very top. This dinosaur has an action button on its back that controls its jaw, and the rest of its body is fully adjustable. Right back here is another Sarcophagus, but this one has totally different coloring. It's got the blue bottom, the dark purple top, same spines though, and then it's got orange and red splotches all over its back. That is super cool. Here is another unusual predator. This is the Majungasaurus. This dinosaur is pretty brightly colored. Although it's mostly green in the back, it has those bright yellow coloring right along its back and that bright blue color right on its neck and on its head. And this figure has quite a lot of sound effects, as you can hear. The tail also moves the head around so you can make it look super realistic. All right. This is another super noisy dinosaur. This is the Cryolophosaurus. This figure is dark blue around most of its body, and it's got the orange head and neck as well. I love that accent. And with this tail, you can adjust the head and wiggle it around. How cool is that? All right, here is a full-sized Allosaurus. I love the coloring on this dinosaur. It's got the tan yellow bottom and the bright blue top. That is so cool. I think we've actually got two Allosauruses here, both with different coloring. So let's check this one out first. This one has two action buttons on the top. The first controls its jaw, and the second button controls its arms. How cool is that? The legs are fully adjustable, and the tail you can twist as well. The second Allosaurus is mostly gray with the yellow splotches all along the top of its body. And this has one action button on its back where you press it and it controls the jaw. Right over here, we've got a brightly colored Suchomimus. This is a bright yellow with brown along its spine, and this dinosaur has a few action buttons. The first controls its neck and jaw, and the second controls its tail. Plus, the rest of the figure is fully adjustable as well. Oh, here's actually a second Suchomimus with totally different coloring. This one is mostly blue along the entire body, but it's got the yellow detailing along its spine as well as those splotches. And this Suchomimus has one action on its back. When you press it down, it does a chomping action. All right, here's another Baryonyx with different coloring. This Baryonyx is light brown on the sides and the belly, and on the top has a dark blue coloring all along its back to the tail and to the head. But the coolest part of the coloring is this super reflective blue coloring right on its head. This Baryonyx is fully adjustable, and it has one action button for its jaw. Here is another Cryolophosaurus. This one is differently colored than the last one that we saw. It's mostly yellow with the brown on the top and of course the bright orange crown on its head. This dinosaur is fully adjustable. You can move the tail to adjust the head. And of course, as you can hear, it comes with tons of sound effects. Here is another Metriacanthosaurus. But once again, different coloring than the last one we saw. This one is a bright red color with brown detailing all along its back. And on the head, you can see that it's got that bright orange and yellow coloring. There is one action button on this dinosaur, and that controls the jaw. Up next, we've got another Carcharodontosaurus. Check out the coloring on this one. This is a bright blue coloring, and it's got the brown and orange specks on its back and neck, and right around its eye as well. This dinosaur is fully adjustable with legs, arms, and tail, and there's one action button on its back that when you press, it does a chomping action. All right. We've got another Baryonyx right here. This one is bright green with brown on the top. And as usual, the arms and legs are fully adjustable, and there is one action button on the top that controls its jaw. All right, check this one out. I remember this from the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. This is a Dimetrodon. And look at that huge spine on its back. It's red with yellow speckles all over it. And with this dinosaur figure, when you wiggle the tail back and forth, it opens and closes its jaw. All right, I see a ton of Velociraptors in here. Let's pull a few out. This Velociraptor is a green color with a darker green along the top and is fully adjustable. Even with the mouth, you can open and close. The second Velociraptor is different coloring. This is a blue along most of its body. It's got the tan bottom, but the coolest part of all, it's got the yellow along the top and a shining gold along its head. It's actually reflective, which is super cool. And this Velociraptor is mostly tan. You can see it along the bottom and the sides with the brown top. But most importantly, this Velociraptor has a slashing action. It is spring-loaded, so you can actually twist its torso back and forth, and it'll do this slashing action. All right over here, we've got a baby T-Rex with a jaw-chomping action, brightly green colored, and fully adjustable. And this is a Dilophosaurus. It is mostly gray colored with darker gray along the top. But this Dilophosaurus actually has an action. When you move the tail, it activates its frills. That's so cool. We've still got more Velociraptors in here. Let's check them out. Here are 4 Velociraptors. The first is an orangish Velociraptor, and it has the slashing action. The next Velociraptor is a bright red color with green striping on the top. Look at how bright this Velociraptor is, and it is fully adjustable. The next Velociraptor is a classic one. This is blue, and it comes with battle damage on the side as well. And this Velociraptor is more of a yellow coloring with brown on the top. This one also comes with battle damage on the side as well. All right, just a few dinosaurs left. This is a Herrerasaurus. It is all green, and it has different shades of green all along its body. And it is fully adjustable with the mouth, the neck, the arms, and the legs. Over here, we've got a weird-looking dinosaur. This is the Shringosaurus. Look at those huge horns on its head, and the brown coloring on the top, and the yellow on the sides. This is quite the odd-looking dinosaur. At least I think so. And our last 2 dinosaurs of this collection. First, we've got the Great Dimorphodon. This is mostly a gray color with a dark red along the bottom of its wings, but it's still fully adjustable with its legs, its mouth, its neck, and its wings. And this Velociraptor is a dark gray color with yellow detailing right along the top of it, and is fully adjustable as well. We're checking out this huge bin of Camp Cretaceous versus Jurassic World Dominion. Let's dig in. Our first giant figure from right in the center of the bin is the Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus. This is a pretty large figure. It's got the soft green body with the black detailing all over the top. It's got that huge spine on its back as well. And this figure has some features as well. It has a chomping action, and it has a torso spinning action. This big figure is the Camp Cretaceous Extreme Damage T-Rex. This figure has posable arms, legs, tail, and a neck that you can move in all directions, and you can open its mouth for posing, and most importantly, it's got the extreme battle damage on the side that you can turn on and off. This next figure is the Jurassic World Dominion Therizinosaurus. This is a pretty big figure as well. It's got a dark body with the red stripe all the way to the top of its head, and it's got a few action buttons. You can use the tail to control the neck, and there's a button for chomping as well. I've also got some brand new figures from both Camp Cretaceous and Jurassic World Dominion. So let's open these up next. This is the Camp Cretaceous Soundstrike Sinoceratops. It's got the all gray body. So let's open it up and check it out. You can can see it's got bumps and texturing all over its body, and it's not all the same everywhere. You can even see a little bit of its ribs right there too. Interestingly, it's got all black eyes, and it's got some yellow and orange detailing on the top of its head right there. And you can use the tail to control the head. This is the Jurassic World Dominion Massive Action Siamosaurus, or at least I think that's how you say it. Let's open it up. This is a pretty unique looking dinosaur. It looks like it walks on all fours. It has a huge red spine on its back. It's got some interesting coloring along its body. It's mostly black, but then it has these white splotches all over. And this figure has a couple actions too. First, you can use the tail to swing the head up and down and all around. And there's a button on its tail as well to control the chomping. Next up is the Jurassic World Dominion Roar Strikers Ragosaurus. This is pretty cool. I actually have one Ragosaurus that we'll see later on in this bin, but this one has entirely different coloring. It is a dark blue color. It's got some lighter coloring along the bottom of its neck and its chin. It's got the iconic spines along the top of its neck. And of course, it has the action for when you press down on its body. It's got some chomping action. This is the Camp Cretaceous Dino Escape 3-pack. It comes with a Tyrannosaurus Rex, Darius, and Velociraptor Blue. So let's open it up and check it out. First up, we've got the giant T-Rex figure. This is the light gray brown T-Rex. It's got the darker brown along the top, and it's got the button on the top of its head for the chomping and roaring. Here we've got the Darius figure with the yellow jacket and blue pants. And it doesn't come with any accessories for him, but he does have a necklace. And finally, in the 3-pack is the iconic Velociraptor Blue figure. This is pretty similar to some other figures that I already have. This is the Jurassic World Dominion Ankylosaurus. It's got this super long neck with the clay red coloring and the brown top with tons of spikes all over its body. It's also got a few action buttons as well. Here is the Camp Cretaceous Carnotaurus figure. This figure is almost as big as many of the T-Rex figures that you'll see. It's got the dark brown red coloring all over its body and some darker detailing along the top. It's got the iconic battle damage right on its nose. It's got the horns on its head as well, and it has some action features as well. Over here is another Sinoceratops figure from Camp Cretaceous. But as you can see, this one has totally different coloring. It is a soft green color over most of its body, and it's got some tan detailing along the top of its back and some unique coloring right on the top as well. And this figure has yellow eyes instead of those black eyes. And with this figure as well, you can use the tail to control the head. This is one of my favorite Camp Cretaceous figures. This is the T-Rex from Camp Cretaceous. And it's my favorite because it's one of the largest T-Rexes that I have. It has some awesome coloring, and it has the tail and button on the tail that you can use to control the neck and the jaw. And I just love how realistic you can make this figure look just by moving the tail around. We've got another Camp Cretaceous figure here. This is the Spinosaurus. It's got the light tan coloring along most of its body. It's got some brighter coloring along the bottom of its neck. But most importantly, it's got the red along the spine and at the top of its head too. Plus, it's got those dark orange eyes, which is a pretty cool feature. And this figure is pretty adjustable as well. You can move the arms, the legs, the tail. You can move the neck around. And of course, there's a button at the top of its head for chomping. And check out all those teeth too. I really like how narrow the Spinosaurus's mouth is. We've got another super large T-Rex figure in here. This is from Jurassic World Dominion. It has much darker coloring with the black on top and the dark brown on bottom with a lighter underbelly. This T-Rex has a much bigger jaw and neck than what you'll see in many of the other Camp Cretaceous T-Rexes, and it comes with some actions as well. You can use the tail to swing the torso back and forth, and it has a button to activate the jaw. Look at that, it's even got some room in its mouth that you could probably fit a few miniature dinosaurs in there. Here we've got a few Baryonyx figures from Camp Cretaceous. They're both green and brown in color, but they're not quite the same. This one is a darker green, has 2 tones of brown along the top. It's got the action button on its back to activate the jaw. This one is a much lighter green. It's almost like a mustard yellow and green color, and it has brown on the top and a darker green along the back. And this figure has a slide lever action to activate the jaw and sound effects. This figure is the Giganotosaurus from Jurassic World Dominion. It's got a soft green body with the yellow underbelly and the brown detailing along the top, and it's got the orange crown on the top of its head. This figure is pretty adjustable. You can move the arms and the legs. You can use the legs to actually position the neck up and down. And you can use the tail to swing the torso back and forth, and a button on its tail to use the jaw. This is a Camp Cretaceous Triceratops. It's got the brown coloring along most of its body, 2 tones of blue along the top and along the front as well. It's got some sound effects, and just like the Spinosaurus, when you move the tail, you can control the head. Next up, we've got the Camp Cretaceous Parasaurolophus figure with yellow coloring along most of its body. It's got some dark purple and then some bright reflective like purple pink coloring along its leg and its back, and it's got the iconic horn at the top of its head too. And with this figure, you can use the tail to control the head just like many of the other Camp Cretaceous figures. This is the Jurassic World Dominion Sound Surge T-Rex. This T-Rex is a lot smaller compared to many of the other T-Rex figures that I have. It's got the same type of coloring, brown along most of its body, with gray detailing along its neck. But the most important part about this figure is the sound effects it comes with. And as the final feature, you can open and close the mouth manually. You'll see that the teeth or the tongue is not painted though. This Camp Cretaceous figure, I believe, is the Extreme Chompin' Indominus Rex. It's a smaller looking figure with a huge head and huge eyes, and it comes with a few features. There's a button at the top of its head to activate some sound effects, and when it's dark you can see its eyes glow. And you can use the tail to open the jaw, and when you press on the tongue, it'll close it. Over here, we've got the Camp Cretaceous Cryolophosaurus. This Cryolophosaurus has the dark blue coloring with the white and red detailing along its body. I do have a yellow Cryolophosaurus as well, but I think this was the only one from the Camp Cretaceous toy line. And as you can hear, it's got some sound effects, and you can use the tail to control the head. Next up is the Jurassic World Dominion Rajasaurus. This figure has brown coloring. We saw the one earlier that had the dark blue coloring. It's got the same spine and the horn, but yeah, this one is a light brown color with some dark blue detailing along the top of its back and its neck. And of course, it still has the same action for when you press down on its body, it chomps. Next up, we've got the Jurassic World Dominion Sound Surge Giganotosaurus. This is a smaller Giganotosaurus figure, but it still has the iconic spine and the same coloring as many of the other figures. You can open and close the mouth manually, and the most important part is that it's got some sound effects built in. Next, we've got the Camp Cretaceous Ceratosaurus. This dinosaur figure has the iconic white horn at the top of its nose. It's got the red detailing and the brown detailing along its back and neck, and the rest of its body is a light gray color. And it's got one action button on its back to activate the jaw. This Jurassic World Dominion figure is the Ankylosaurus. It's got the clay red body with the brown top and lighter spikes, and it's got an action that when you press down on its body, it swings the tail back and forth with sound effects. Next up, we've got a figure that I bought pretty recently. This is the Jurassic World Dominion Megaraptor. It's got some pretty cool coloring. The entire back of its body is a bright red color, and the front is this darker gray-blue color. It's got some white detailing along its nose. And just like the Rajasaurus figures, this has an action that when you press down on its body, it chomps. I believe this one is the Jurassic World Dominion Iguanodon. It's got a light tan body with some detailing along the top, and when you press down on this body, it moves its head up and down. Right over here, we've got some smaller Camp Cretaceous figures. First, we've got this bright red and green Velociraptor with spring-loaded legs. so you can actually launch them into the air. We've also got two different colored Stygimolochs. This first one is dark brown with some purple detailing along the top. This one is a lighter blue color, and it's got some purple detailing around its face and its neck. And of course, both of them have the head ramming action when you press down on their tail. And of course, we've got another Camp Cretaceous Velociraptor blue figure. I've got a couple Jurassic World Dominion figures with extreme battle damage. This first one is the Dimetrodon with the battle damage on its side that you can turn on and off by pressing this button. And there's also this yellow and dark blue Velociraptor with the battle damage that you can turn on and off with this button up top. We've got some more smaller figures in here. This first one is the Camp Cretaceous Monolophosaurus. It has a dark green body. It's got some yellow detailing along the top and some red right at the top of its head. This next Camp Cretaceous figure is the Proceratosaurus figure. It has a dark blue body with some orange and brown detailing along the top of its head. And this figure is from Jurassic World Dominion. This is the Moros Intrepidus. It has a soft green body and orange from the tail down this line on its side, as well as around its eyes too. And here are our final three figures in this bin, all from Jurassic World Dominion. First, we've got a tan Atrociraptor in the crawling pose. This is the Maragaya figure with the huge spikes on its shoulders. And inside this container, what could it be? All right, it is another Atrociraptor figure. This is the white and brown Atrociraptor. And despite how small this figure is, it is pretty adjustable. And you can even twist the neck around too. Today we're checking out a bunch of dinosaur figures from Jurassic World and some other brands that have come out recently or that I've purchased recently. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get started with this huge Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus. This figure is ginormous. It's probably over 3 feet long, probably stands about 2 or 3 feet high. This looks very similar to the Giganotosaurus that you see in the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. It's got the huge black spine on its back. The rest of its body is green with a lighter underbelly. This figure, like all the super colossal figures, is pretty adjustable. You can move its arms and its wrists around. You can move its legs back and forth and its ankles. You can swing the tail back and forth too. And the best part of all the super colossal figures is a ginormous mouth that has a tunnel all the way down to the stomach so you can feed it miniature dinosaurs. This is a really cool figure. Here is another super colossal dinosaur. This is an Atrociraptor, and this looks pretty similar to one of the Atrociraptors that you can see in the movie as well. It's got the light skin with the brown and darker brown stripes on its body. On this figure, you can move the tail back and forth. You can move the legs, the ankles, and the wrists and arms just like the Giganotosaurus. This Atrociraptor is a bit skinnier than the Giganotosaurus, though. The Giganotosaurus was super bulky in its body, so this one's a bit more slim. Those are some pretty cool teeth, and of course the tunnel down to the stomach compartment as well. Here is another super colossal figure. This is the Jurassic World Dominion Super Colossal T-Rex. This T-Rex figure has a dark brown side with a darker black top and a lighter underbelly. It's fully adjustable just like the other super colossal figures that we saw, although the T-Rex's arms are so small that they can only go up and down. You can't twist the wrists at all. This T-Rex's neck is actually a softer rubber right here, which is interesting. Let's check out those teeth and that mouth too. This can open up super wide. That's probably like 9 inches wide. Check it out, I also bought some brand new figures to open up in this video. We're starting off with the Acrocanthosaurus from PNSO. Let's open it up. All right, so here is the model Acrocanthosaurus. It's like a medium-sized figure. Let's check out the details. It's got this huge spine. It's like raised all the way to its tail. It's got those little spikes right along it. It's got some interesting coloring too. It's got some lighter shades of brown some darker shades, and then these white splotches all over its body. And its face is actually a much darker color. You can see that there's a little bit of red right on the top there, along with its red eyes. It's got some short arms in the front, some pretty big legs in the back, and in this figure you can open and close the mouth. Next up, we've got the Jurassic World Pteranodon. Let's open it up and check it out. So it comes disassembled. All you have to do is click in those wings. So this Pteranodon is over a foot wide, I'd say, from the tips of the wings. It's got a mostly green body. This is a pretty basic Pteranodon figure. You can see it's got some yellow detailing on its face. It can open and close the mouth, but nothing is colored in its mouth. And it's got some yellow detailing on its wings too. I mean, this is a pretty inexpensive figure, so it's pretty cool. But I will say a big design flaw is in the wings right here. Whenever you move them, they hit the body like that, which is kind of a bummer. But this is still a pretty big figure, and I think it'll look great in my collection. Up next, another brand new figure. You can see its claws are already pierced through as if it's trying to break free. This is a Giganotosaurus model. This figure is standing upright in an attack position, it looks like. Let's check out the details. You can see the ribs right there. That's really interesting. It's got a darker top and then a lighter underbelly. It's got some pretty sharp claws and on its feet too. And this has a huge head, and you can open and close the mouth too.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add this to our massive Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Godzilla, King Kong studio. Remember, you've seen this awesome video on Amazing Dinosaurs on YouTube.